So I'm a simple guy, right? I go on YouTube, and if I see any comedian has in the title with the comedian's name and O.J. Simpson, I have to click on it. Now, this is Bill Burr, my favorite comedian. I've been a fan of Bill Burr for, let's say, a very long time. It's actually an interesting story behind Bill Burr and myself. I'm not sure if I'm going to save it for this video or for some time in the future. Joe Rogan on the Joe Rogan's podcast here. I just caught on to Joe Rogan's podcast maybe 2 months, 3 months ago. Some good stuff on it. Let's get into this video. Let's see what Bill and Rogan is talking about. Unsolved murders and O.J. Simpson.
You could not convict anybody.
Who's convicting?
In a court of like you are.
Nothing's illegal. Nothing's
judging,
illegal.
You are judging.
No, what he did was
in a court of podcast humanity.
I am judging him for sure.
You just sent him to the chair.
But the podcast court is a lot like civil court. You know, like criminal court, you need a lot more evidence. That's why OJ got off in criminal court.
I've never understood that. He gets off. When you need more evidence, less evidence, he has to give away all his shit.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Why do you need more evidence?
Either he did it or he didn't. You shouldn't be like acquitted. You didn't do it. Oh, now you got to give me your trophies in your house.
Yeah, what is that?
And your fucking tie tax.
How the fuck does that work? How can they have a civil court where you have less evidence and that's where all your money goes? Like your freedom is worth more.
In that
apparently.
one, it works out because. Or sort of worked out. I think he moved to Florida to get around it. Or I don't know what the fuck happened, but like, because I think he did it. But what am I basing that on? You know?
Yeah. Well, that's
Just
why he's still in jail.
Bullshit. I
mean, he's in jail for a very innocuous crime, trying to get his own shit back with a guy in the room that had a gun.
Stupid
the guy didn't even brandish the gun. He tried to get his shit back, his stolen memorabilia.
I watched a thing on that, and they fucked up. They made some threat that then it made it kidnapping, and they did all these little fucking things.
Yeah.
And he killed two
really
white people.
because he got away.
That's the big one.
The
That's
white
what it
courts got him years later.
Yeah. That's the big one.
That's what it really was. I mean, it was complete bullshit. Because the
100%.
reality is, if he didn't kill those fucking two people, at least people didn't think that he killed those fucking two people. If he did that, I mean, he was OJ, and he was still on fucking NFL Today or whatever. Like he probably would have been, in and out, and that would have been it.
He might not have even done any time. They might have like sided with him because these people were stealing his stuff.
He would have agreed to do a couple of signings at fucking Caesars. He'd signed some footballs and some helmets, and it would have been over. It would have been over. That would have been it.
He would have gone to the Venetian where they have the boat rides and O.J. Simpson.
Take around, OJ.
Yeah, that's a weird one though. Like everybody's happy.
He's not
about
signing
it.
anything. He's just taking pictures and doing boat rides.
Yeah, no signing, folks. No signings. He'll take pictures though. Can't use your camera. It'll be up online. Caesars.com.
Yeah, that'll be it. Yep.
Yeah.
Don't touch him. Just stand next to him.
That's a weird case, right? Because that's a case where we know that that's not why he's in jail, but we're all happy.
Well, I mean, I don't know how I feel about all that fucking shit. I mean, I think the guy did it.
He did it. He did. He wrote a book about it. Remember that?
Oh,
if I did it,
I want to tell you or something.
I think it was
if
called
I would
If I
have
Did
killed
It.
my wife.
Was that
If
what
I
it's
did it,
called?
this is how I would do it.
Yeah.
Most ridiculous thing ever.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that book? That book never got published, right? Like no publisher wanted to. They originally had a publishing deal, but then.
But here's the difference about all this. Is why that rubs me the wrong way that he's in jail is because of all those fucking white dudes that did all that shit, like blowing up churches with black people in it, like back in the '60s. They would literally be sitting there laughing during the trial, and they would get totally acquitted. And then black people weren't allowed to come along and take their fucking four-wheelers and their hillbilly shit, their stills afterwards in like a civil court. They just completely got away with it. That's why it still seems kind of fucked up.
It's for sale, but they changed a judge awarded the Goldman family the rights to the book, so they get the publishing.
Oh, so you can buy it?
Yeah, so it says it's by Fred and Kim Goldman, but
oh
it's
my
not.
God,
They didn't write it.
I did.
Oh, and what they did?
Oh, they took away if.
No, they put the if. I forget how I did it because I just saw a thing on the if is written in red letters inside the I.
Oh wow!
So just there it is. That right there. It says
oh,
if.
that's crazy.
And it's written blood red.
Wow.
I did not
Well,
know
what cases are you talking about of guys blowing up? I mean, obviously, there was some horrendous civil rights violations that took place in the 60s and the 50s as well. And, well, you know, all from slavery on, from the 1860s
I'm just
forward.
saying, yeah. And then the table gets turned, and this guy does it, but he has the money to get off. But then he still pays for it
That's
in a
a
way.
whole different
so that's
time,
why
though,
it still doesn't seem.
It's a whole different time.
You know, it's good because you know he killed 2 people, so he's not out there. But it's I don't know.
It's a different crime, though. I mean, what he did was a crime of passion against an ex-wife who happened to be with some other guy. Those other crimes are, in a lot of ways, more
Racial.
heinous because they're completely race-related. If you go
Yeah.
back to some of the lynchings and some of those horrific crimes.
And those guys, you know, they fucking
They
took
got
pictures.
off.
Yeah. You ever see those photos?
They
Those are
didn't have
some of the
any
most
injuries.
scary
Ugliest-
photos.
Ugliest photo. Yeah, and kids smiling, and they have evil in
And
their
people are
fucking eyes.
hanging. Yeah.
And they have like evil, and like the kids have like evil. I remember Patrice would show me those photos and would point at the kids, going, "Look at that girl, Bill. She's like probably 48 right now. Where the fuck is she? What does she do for a living?"
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Wow, man."
It's true, right?
Yeah.
It's true. They're out there.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, when you think about how many people have actually gotten arrested for murder versus how many murders get just never solved, it's a crazy number. When everybody looks at those fucking TV shows about cops and, you know, most crimes get solved, but the reality of murders, I think it's like something like 70% go unsolved. Something really nutty like that.
Yeah, I talked to a cop about that one time, and I won't say it over the air. It's fucking brutal.
Hmm.
We
You won't say it over the air because it's that bad?
Well, I just don't want to fucking. You
don't wanna encourage people to murder?
Yeah.
Give people the green light? Look.
Yeah.
Doing
Oh,
it
it's
right.
just that, yeah, because we tried to come up with the perfect murder, right? Me and this other guy, DeRosa, on this podcast, and then we had this cop listen to our plans. Mine was the funniest. Guys go, all right, so me and a buddy, and he
This
goes,
is
it's
gonna be
over.
good.
He goes, you're already caught. He goes, once you involve somebody else, he goes, somebody's gonna get scared. And they're gonna cut a deal. He goes, it was fucking hilarious, dude. I got like literally, and I had worked this whole thing out, and me and DeRosa were trying to top each other to see which one was better. And I got like, it's like when you watch
this
American
his
Ninja
podcast?
Warrior, and the person like stumbles on those first things and goes right into the water. That's what happened. So he told us basically how to. I guess you know the audio does exist. So he basically said, if you have no priors and nobody fucking knows, you know, you've never done anything. And if you were to do it, somebody you're just completely not even connected to.
Yeah, that's a buddy of mine who's a cop
yeah.
said the same
yeah,
thing.
and nobody saw it. Like there's nothing. Like there's no way. Because there's no rational connection to it. There's no trail to follow.
Wouldn't make sense. Yeah, I often, I watch First 48. I love that show. And, you watch so much First 48, you begin to cycle all the things that these detectives that know what they're doing, know what they're supposed to do, and know what they're doing should do. And I often thought about that, like, how could you possibly, I think we've all thought about that at some point. You sit there and you look at these guys and women that go in the First 48 that, allegedly, I guess I should say, for murder or anything, manslaughter or whatever. And you think, could you have did it better than them? Or at least I think in some cases, or at least not better, but I should say, could you have not got caught or something like that? He actually did. I don't know. I always listen to Bill's podcast. I haven't heard that with him and DeRosa. Probably that's on DeRosa's podcast. Or did he say DePaula? I don't think he said DeRosa. The one he did with Paul Verzi, and they were talking about, being on death row and having your last meal. That was absolutely a hilarious bit they did. But I do agree with him. He's locked up for allegedly stuff that happened in the past. Guys, like this video, share this video, comment on some videos that I should make a reaction. I'm gonna start doing a little bit more reaction videos. I'm always watching funny stuff, so I might as well put up my camera and go ahead and just film it. So if you're new here, check the playlist for movie reviews and sports content. Got some other reaction videos and things like that. I think I have a playlist for that also. Go ahead and check those stuff out. Until the next video, I am out.